You're here. I thought it was my pizza, but you're here. So welcome back, darlings. You're listening to what I hope is your favorite show, Bollywood Talkies, with your favorite host, Minnie. You're listening to the fourth episode now, so I assume you stuck around because it's your favorite show at this point, right? But for whatever reason, keep streaming, please, because I have lots of more fun things for you, my darlings. This is just the first season. Okay, if you didn't catch the movie reference by now, I don't know how else to say this, but we're discussing my darling Alia's first movie as a producer, a very special OTT release, Darlings. This features my Mama P, Alia, the incredible Shefali Shah, Vijay Verma, and Roshan Matthew, amongst other actors and cast, and was directed by Jasmeet Reem. But before I get into the review, I wanted to mention that this film released a day before I put out this current episode, which was actually supposed to release the same day of the film. So obviously, even if I wanted to, there was no way I could review Darlings and release the episode on the same day. So the review part of this episode that I had originally planned and put and recorded, I wasn't actually satisfied with it, but I was still putting it out anyways. But thanks to my technical issues, I got an extra day and I decided to immediately watch and review Darlings because I knew it would be a treat to talk about. Biased much? I promise, the review won't be. So here's the thing, right? Anytime a favorite actor of mine has a release, I try not to watch the trailer because A, I want to keep the thrill of watching my favorites on the big screen, and B, I don't like seeing the whole story in the trailer itself, which is something I've been seeing recently with many Hindi films. But somehow I accidentally watched the trailer of Darlings. I promise it was an accident. And in case you hadn't gotten the memo yet, even after 4 episodes, I'm a big Alia fan. So obviously the 5th of August was gonna be a treat for me, right? I thought I figured out the whole story with the trailer, and all I had to do on that Friday was enjoy Alia. However, I was in for a surprise when I put on the movie. Now, I know you're gonna wanna skip forward because all I'm gonna do is praise Alia anyways, right? No. I'll save all the praise for the day she comes on the show. Don't laugh now. Save it for that episode. So, I want to start by saying that I didn't see Alia as the quote-unquote main lead in the film. I think every actor that was part of this movie was the main character. I guess, yeah, from the trailer it was made to seem that the story was about Badru while everyone else revolved around it. But this wasn't just Badru's problem, it was everyone's problem. Everyone in the story, from Badru's Ammi to Hamza to Zulfi, even the inspectors had a sort of an equal part to play in the story. Am I making sense? Maybe not. But I guess what I mean to say is that the acting and the roles seem to all be equal in this film and its story. Was this good direction, good story, or good acting? I wish I was skilled enough to explain it well. Speaking about the actors, can we talk about casting? It was spot on. Honestly speaking, I had a little doubt in the first few minutes of the films, seeing Vijay and Alia as a couple, but very quickly I realized that there was a lot more for me to take in. I think, if I may say, this kind of a cast felt like a combination of water, fire, and earth. Like, each element is different, but they're all strong on their own. And when put together, they could either work well with each other or work against each other. Alia, Shefali ma'am, and Vijay are all super strong actors on their own, and putting them in this kind of a film where each character is, sort of their own main character was a risky job. That was more than well done. See, I don't have the words to really praise each actor individually because each one of them brought their own special set of skills and talent to the table. What a feast! It has always been a treat to watch each of these actors individually, whether we're talking about Vijay Verma, Shefali ma'am, or of course Alia. But seeing them together was a whole damn meal. As for the story, It is something that you don't, but you also seem to actually see every day, sadly. It definitely has that strong message for people to stand up against domestic violence, especially women, who often get tangled in their own feelings and weaknesses instead of their strengths. This is a strong reminder to please never allow yourself to be disrespected by anyone for the sake of anything. There is always someone that will be there for you, so please fight for yourself. You come first before anyone else. But speaking about the film, I honestly really and truly enjoyed it. My favorite scene was the second time Badru wears the red dress and the red heels. Such a powerful scene. Hello? It honestly left me with shivers. And another reason why I stand such an amazing actress like Alia. The thing with this film is that the more I want to talk about it, the more I get lost with my words. I mean, I've never been a great communicator to begin with, which I know, great choice to start a podcast, Minnie. And Darling seemed to make it worse, so thank you. But all jokes apart, please go and watch Darlings if you haven't already. You don't even have to buy a ticket. Okay, maybe a subscription. But I promise it's worth it. नहीं भी लगा तो पहला महीना free होगा. And just in case Alia is listening to this, I loves you. Bro, this week I've had such a good laugh over the kind of news that came about. First off, Ranveer Singh's latest nude photo shoot. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty neutral about it. It didn't disgust me, but it also wasn't anything mind-blowing. But I will have to say that I didn't think that there was anything vulgar about the shoot itself. In fact, if you read the interview he gave for Paper Magazine, you will understand why the shoot was done in the way that he did. And that was something I want to give my 2 cents on. The article, the interview. I want to start by saying that this is just my opinion, but calling Ranveer Singh the last Bollywood superstar? I mean, I'm fond of him as an actor and a celebrity. I definitely think his personality makes him stand out in the industry, but calling him a superstar? I don't know, man. That's just a little too much. And I say this not because he isn't my favorite actor, but mostly because of the kind of era we live in today. You see, I personally believe that in times of like social media, celebrities are so accessible. I mean, they're now a message or a comment away. I mean, like Kajol said in a recent interview with Anupama Chopra, we don't have stars anymore. We have popular and talented people. However, on another fashion note, did we really have people praising Meera Rajput for walking around in a salwar kameez? Bro, are we forgetting that she's an Indian woman living in India? What is the big deal? Why is a popular person's choice of clothing praised using the term simple? People do the most sometimes. But as for Meera, I think she's someone who knows her style and who flaunts it accordingly. I love that she can rock any piece of fashion with the best confidence. I would definitely love to raid her closet. And not just Meera, but I love it when celebrities wear pieces with confidence. You know, more than the fabric, it's the smile and the confidence that makes the whole outfit appealing. And in this house, we stand confidence. On an unrelated topic though, I have to apologize to the people behind the Kesariya song from Brahmastra. In the last episode, I mentioned that it wasn't that great, right? But she grew on me. Yep, the melody, the singing, the lyrics. I don't even mind the love story anymore. Honestly, this is how I see it, right? Kesariya's teaser was like this one really hot person that walks into a party, gets all the attention for their looks. But when you actually go up to talk to them, you get so intimidated by their looks that you don't understand the things that they say. So, you end up getting turned off. This moment was the song release. But then you choose to meet up with them again, give them a fair chance, like by yourself, for like, a coffee or something. And that's when you realize they actually have a personality and you get hooked to them. I mean, this was the relationship I had with the Kesariya song. I listen to it every day now. My god, y'all put a whole bunch of magic in this whole thing, so thank you. Oh, now I have high hopes with the whole music album for this film. And like I said, the composition of Kesariya is just beautiful. And this is not just my opinion alone. Even professional singers feel the same as well. Don't believe me? My guest today will not only share his opinion on songs, but will share the story of his own musical journey as well. I got to know him from one of his virtual gigs during the lockdown, and may I say it was such a beautiful experience. So, what are we waiting for? Please join me in welcoming someone with such a magical voice, the extremely talented Fahmil Khan. Hello, hello.
Hey Minnie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All well, all well. Thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction. And thanks a lot for having me over and making me part of this.
Well, as I said, you deserve it, and who else to talk about music better than you, right?
Sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I think before we get right into the conversation, Kesariya just came out. What do you have to say about it?
It's definitely in my top list. I've been listening to it on loop, and the composer has always been my favorite composer, Preetham. I always look forward to Preetham's compositions and definitely Arijit's singing. So, yeah, of course, I think, definitely very trendy song, and it's really beautiful. Very, very beautiful.
Well, that was Arijit Singh, but now today we see these singers, today we see you. What was that one moment? What was that one experience that told you that, I want to be a singer? Singing is for me. What was that moment? What was that experience?
Moment is actually it developed over a period of time. So basically, I was always passionate about music from my childhood, but I never pursued it. I never showcased it. But as you know, I'm an electronics engineer. So I graduated from BITS Pilani in Dubai, and I worked for almost 8 years in different engineering firms. Honestly, I was not enjoying what I was doing. You know, the corporate life is not easy, especially for a person like me. Like the 9 to 5, I was never a 9 to 5 person. So you had to meet your needs. So I was honestly, just corporate
Getting
life
by.
is very, really, really tough. But yeah, but as a blessing, after a stressful day from work, I always had this guitar in my hand, and I used to do a light, casual strumming. Just trying to get the hang of it. So I started following a lot of YouTube tutorials, and within 3-4 months, I actually learned the basic techniques and the basic chord progressions, which can be applied in most of the Bollywood songs. So whenever we used to catch up with friends, we used to chill and we used to sit in parking lots, and I used to take my guitar out and we used to just jam with the small group of friends. And even in parking lots when I used to perform, like people used to get attracted, and they used to come and join us. They used to sing with us. A lot of people used to put our pictures and videos online, and we got a lot of appreciations. And from there, slowly we started shifting this jam sessions to the local cafes in Dubai. So the same thing, like people used to get attracted, and like people used to come sit with us. So things kind of escalated from there, and we did this for almost probably 1-2 years. We started hosting a regular jamming session in different cafes. So the cafes used to call us, and we used to host it for them. That's how we started off. Then from there, things escalated, and we started getting big venues. Like clubs started approaching us. So there's this club called Headlines, who actually started the live music scene in Dubai. That was the first venue which gave a first break. Also, we started getting a lot of calls for private events on parties, and they used to pay us for entertaining the crowd. Like doing a lot of Bollywood numbers, taking requests from the crowd. That's how we always work. We always take requests, and we are more interactive with the crowd. So that makes a lot of difference. So there reached a point when I couldn't balance my corporate and my
The
singing.
hobbies. Mm-hmm.
It became really tough for me because I used to like perform till 2-3 in the night, wake up at 7 and go for work. So this went on I tried it for almost maybe 7-8 months. One fine day I decided that, I'll just do music. I started getting at least twice or thrice of what I was earning from engineering. So I thought, why not just do this? Music is always about connecting emotions and people. There's nothing better than this to do in life. Probably that was a moment, yeah. So it was a moment which was developed from all these years. Till now, it has been, touch wood, going great.
That's amazing, honestly. I'm glad music has found you, and I'm pretty sure people who listen to you, your fans, your audience, I'm sure to hear this story from you, they would be so grateful that music has found you. So amazing.
A blessing, probably it all happens for good. Everything happens for good.
That is absolutely true. But now, throughout these years, and since you started making music the profession, what was the biggest highlight of your musical career after you made it a profession?
Honestly, for me, there's no specific achievement. For me, always, whenever I perform, when I get to see a smile on someone's face, if my music makes someone happy, that is my biggest achievement. But as an achievement, there were a lot of blessed opportunities which I got. I would say the very first big opportunity, which, as I said, I was just a cafe singer. From there, I got a chance to open for this huge concert by Vishal and Shekhar, of course, Vishal Shekhar. So I did the opening act for them. That was one of my first and biggest stage I got to perform. After that, I got to perform for Shankar Ehsan Loy. I opened for them again. Then there is Ankit Tiwari. These are all different big stages which I got. And of course, if I have to name it, like I've got in these 8 years actually got a lot of things to achieve. Like I got to perform in the houses of R. Madhavan. R. Madhavan called me home to perform. Then recently I did for Sania Mirza and Shoaib Malik. During the pandemic, my biggest achievement, I would say, is I got to perform for this very reputed music institution in India. It is called Sangeet Kala Kendra. And name the artist from Rafi Saab till Arijit, they have all performed there. So that was one of my biggest achievements during the pandemic, in terms of virtual shows. Yeah. Also recently, I got an award for, it's called the Best Emirates Influencer Award for the Best Musician in UAE.
Well, congratulations. These are all amazing achievements. I am so proud of you. I feel like, I know we only know each other from like one gig, and that too, I was literally on audience. You cannot even see me, but honestly, it just feels so proud to see that someone I know, even like from far away, is doing so good. He's doing what he loves, and he's getting appreciated by so many people and so many, honorary like organizations and, people. So it's amazing. Congratulations. And, we hope.
One of my achievements, of course, because see, as you said, I just knew you from one virtual gig we did. And today you approached me to interview me. That is like, that's one of my biggest achievements, of course. And you sitting not even in UAE or Middle East, you're right there in the other part of the world, and you approached me. Really, really, thank you so much for that.
That means a lot. Now, you said that you have been honored by so many people. You've done so many different things, but I'm sure you also, as I know because I do follow you on Spotify, you make your own music. You compose your own music. Now, I don't really want to say what's your inspiration because I feel like everybody asks that, but what does the process look like when it comes to making your own music? Because I don't think like inspiration just comes like this, it takes some time. How does that work for you?
In my case, actually, I would say see, I've not composed so many songs, myself. My very first song was Kehta Hai Dil, which I composed even before I became a musician professionally. It was a very random thing, and one of my friends told me he was going through a heartbreak and all that. It was nothing to do with my life, but it was just for his sake, we just, in the moment that song happened. Even my other songs which I composed, it was all in the moment, actually. It just strikes me. It is something I cannot really explain clearly. And sometimes a tune just comes randomly in your mind, and you record it, and you get a lyricist to write it, hoping that it might click. That's how personally what I've composed has all happened like that. But my almost all my recent compositions, I've worked with another person back in Pakistan. So I've never seen this guy, and we have communicated through WhatsApp only, and we have composed a lot of songs together. So the recent ones we've seen Beparwaiya, Kya Kehna, and Maahi Mera. These are all mainly his composition, and I just improvised a bit from my side.
I think more than along with self-taught, I would definitely say it's a gift from God, gift from the universe. Whatever you believe in, I think it is definitely a gift, because anybody could have a voice, anybody could sing, but really, when you're singing, when the music or the way you sing, if it like really touches people, if it makes people feel a certain way, it's a gift. It's a gift from the universe. It's a gift from the gods. So I would believe you're gifted, and I'm pretty sure everybody who does listen to you feels the same way. That's
Yes, I think.
but I mean, again, it's a very interesting story. I think you were talking about your first composition, which came from somebody else's heartbreak, not your own. So in the future as well, we hope to see you as a celebrity singer, singing for amazing people, singing with amazing people. So to make you feel like that, we are going to be playing a little rapid fire in true Karan Johar style. So if you have been watching Coffee with Karan over the years, you would know how this works.
I'm a regular follower of Coffee with Karan, but I don't know how rapidly I can answer your questions.
Don't worry. Yes, this is your trial run before your actual Coffee with Karan debut. How about that?
Inshallah.
Okay. First question. What is your dream venue you would want to play in?
Dream venue has to be Wembley Stadium, yeah.
Okay. And who is that one musician or singer that you look up to?
There's no particular artist, but yeah, I have to name three people, of course. That is Rafi Saab, yeah, because I grew up listening to Rafi Saab. Then Kishore Da, of course. And from the 90s, I was always fond of Udit Narayan and Sonu Nigam. And of course, I can never skip mentioning SPB, who was a legendary singer.
Amazingly talented people to produce amazingly talented like you. What is the best piece of compliment that you have received for your talent?
So this once happened to me at one of my private shows. I was performing, and there's this uncle, and he was full of life. And I was singing, and he was right there dancing alone. He was the heart of the party. He was like so supportive, and I was really enjoying performing for him. And I did a one set, and I took a short break. And this gentleman, he comes to me, and there's one thing he told me, which actually I felt was the biggest thing I can ever hear in my music career. I feel he told me that, son, I have not heard live singing in some time because I was going through a bad phase. I'm still going through a bad phase. But today you really made my day. So I was just curious. I asked him, why haven't you listened to music? He said he's a cancer patient. And the next statement which he said, is actually, I don't know what to say, because he said that probably you do one more set and this cancer might go away from my body. And I didn't know how to react to this, and because no one has told me something like this. It's like, I feel this is the ultimate compliment for any musician. Like someone says something like this, it really touches you, and probably that was the biggest compliment I've got.
Definitely, what he said is so beautiful. It is like one of the ultimate compliments. Honestly, I would cry if I were you. I would have started crying. Oh,
it was a very emotional moment for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, moving on with the rapid fire. Who is that one Desi celebrity you would want to do playback for, or you would want to sing for?
Honestly, I feel my voice is as such. My voice might not suit any actor. I don't know. I personally feel, that's my personal opinion. I feel probably my song should be in that way, like a background song.
Okay. Or if you had somebody, okay, if you assume two actors or two celebrities were dancing or like having a little romantic montage to your song, who would it be?
It has to be Shah Rukh Khan, because always die-hard Shah Rukh Khan fan, yeah.
Oh, same. And for me, that would be a crazy day. If I had to hear your song playing in the back of a Shah Rukh Khan movie, I would just cry and just go crazy. Oh, you know what? I am manifesting that day. I am waiting for that day.
We hope. Let's hope. Let's hope.
Yeah. Well, now that was sort of the end of the rapid fire, but I have two more bonus rapid fire questions. So before I give you the harder question, I've been asking all of my guests and my audience for Bollywood Talkies to suggest a name for Alia and Ranveer's future baby, because as we know, they're pregnant. I'm a big Alia fan, and I have sort of taken the responsibility to be the baby shower planner. So, if you had to choose either one or two names for their baby, what would it be?
Probably if they have a daughter, maybe I would give them my daughter's name, Felicia.
That is so sweet.
Felicia. Yeah. So, a boy probably, I like the name Ayan.
Ayan and Felicia.
Yeah.
That is so cute. I will definitely, the day I meet Alia, because I'm manifesting that as well. The day I meet Alia, I'm going to give her all of these names. Like, here, take
Okay.
and
Probably, you interview them both very soon.
I just can't imagine. As a big Bollywood fan, I think I would go crazy. But now I have a little more difficult question for you. But since you have your guitar and you have your mic right in front of you, can you compose 2 lines of a song right now on the spot?
Oh my god. That is not possible in 2 minutes. I don't think even a professional music director would need a day or two. But I don't think I can actually compose a proper tune. It's just some random thing I probably can do.
That's fine.
It's very random. I don't know. Something I did. I don't know if this can be called a song or not. I don't know, because you told me in 2 minutes is the best I could do, probably.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm not good with words, but what we can do is we will play this audio definitely on the podcast, and we will have maybe our audience come up with words.
Yeah, hopefully.
So let's see what they come up with. So guys, this is a great task for you. You just heard Fahmil Khan compose very randomly an amazing tune. So go ahead, put some words to it and send us your compositions, and I will send them to Fahmil, and let's see if he can make a song on that. Make you guys famous. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good. But now if I have to listen to the podcast again to recall the tune, because I just did it right. It's totally gone from my head.
Yes, for sure. That will give me extra views, so please go ahead and listen to it again. Now, let's see how well you know Bollywood and their music. This is the quiz time. Are you ready?
All right. Bring it on.
Okay, so for the first question, I'm going to give you 3 songs. We'll do one each. And you have to guess the songs based on the English translation. First one is, I have left the world for you. My breath comes and stops at you. You can't imagine how much I love you.
So I think I got it.
Please sing it for us. Yes, please sing it for us.
तेरे लिए दुनिया छोड़ दी है तुझ पे ही सांस आके रुके मैं तुझको कितना चाहता हूँ कि तू कभी सोच न सके कि तेरे लिए दुनिया छोड़ती है तुझ पे ही सांस आके रुके मैं तुझको कितना चाहता हूँ कि तू कभी सोच न सके. I hope I'm right.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. Soch Na Sake from the movie Airlift. That was so beautiful.
Thank you.
Next song is Till How Long Should We Stay Quiet? Now I want to say something. You say something. I will say something, my love.
I think I got it. If I'm not wrong, is it a Shah Rukh Khan song?
Yes, this is a Shah Rukh Khan song.
छुप बैठे अब तो कुछ है बोलना कुछ तुम बोलो कुछ हम बोले बोलना मर जाना था ये भेद नहीं था खोलना ढोलना अब तक छुप बैठे अब तो कुछ है बोलना कुछ तुम बोलो कुछ हम बोले
That was bang on correct and so beautifully done. My God.
I love the song because honestly I've never sang this and it's a beautiful song, yeah.
Yes, now we have your song translated to English, so let's see how well you get this one. Tell me, who should I tell about my state? These talks of the heart, I will make you listen. Oh, my beloved, my love is for you. You be mine for me. These talks of the heart, you be mine for me.
Very strange that this looks more difficult to me. You sure this is my own song?
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is. It may, I don't know if my, maybe the translation got messed up, but
Okay.
this is the best I can do.
Tell me. This is so much of stress. Wait. Tell me.
If I give you a hint, the name of the song is yours, and it starts with the letter M.
M.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Maahi Mera?
Yes.
Oh, no wonder I didn't get it. It's Punjabi. It's a Punjabi lyrics, so probably that's the reason.
Yes.
A little.
Yeah, I guess. But we want to hear it from you, so please give us a little sample.
So this song was actually not written by me or composed by me at all. So this is, as I said, this is by Zain Khan from Pakistan. So this is his composition and he wanted me to sing. धरता थी प्यार तेरे विच जिंदगी है सारी मैं गुजार इंतजार तेरे विच प्यार तेरे विच जिंदगी है सारी मैं गुजार इंतजार तेरे ऐसे किस अपना मैं हाल सुनावा दिल दी जो गल्लां ने तैनू सुनावा माही मेरा प्यार तेरे नाल तू बड़ मेरा यार मेरे नाल दिल गया है गल्लां तू कर इकरार मेरे माही मेरा प्यार तेरे नाल तू बड़ मेरा यार मेरे नाल दिल गया है हो गल्लां ने तू कर इकरार मेरे
Ooh, amazing. Okay.
I'm really glad you've actually been following my music and you know most of my original songs. A big achievement for any musician.
Well, we have listeners, you have us, so please keep making more original compositions. But now we'll move on to the Bollywood questions, which of these actors have not sung for their film? I'm going to give you options. You have Farhan Akhtar, Alia Bhatt, Saif Ali Khan, Priyanka Chopra, and Salman Khan.
Yeah, of course, it's Saif Ali Khan.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. Now, moving on. In the movie Koi Mil Gaya, Jadoo, the alien, needs what to carry out his powers?
Ooh,
Ooh, is absolutely correct.
that is quite easy.
We have easy ones and we have difficult ones. This one might be an easy one. Which three actors played the lead roles in the film Amar Akbar Anthony? So name the characters and name the actors that played the characters.
Yeah, so Amar was Vinod Khanna, Akbar was Rishi Kapoor, and Anthony was Amitabh Bachchan. Yes.
That is absolutely correct. And now let's see if you can guess this last question. Maybe it's a little difficult, but let's see. Which popular Indian rapper's real name is Aditya Pratik Singh Sisodia?
I think it's Bacha, right?
That is absolutely correct. Basha is the correct answer. His real name is very long, Aditya Pratik Singh Sisodia. Well, that brings us to the end of the quiz. I think you did pretty good, not only in the quiz but in the rapid fire as well. So claps for you. How do you feel?
Something like this. So probably this might be a rehearsal for me to get better in Coffee with Karan sometime in future.
Oh, yes. Well, not only does that bring us to the end of the game sessions, but it also brings us to the end of our guest segment and the episode. Fahmil, thank you so much for, being part of this episode, giving me your time to come forward and do all this. How did it feel today, the whole guest segment?
It was super fun having this conversation with you, and this is something new which I experienced, the rapid fire and the quiz, and very much interesting and very engaging. And I hope you keep doing this and keep entertaining your crowd, and you're amazing at this job, what you're doing, really. And thanks a lot for having me over. This really means a lot to me.
Thank you, Fahmil.
And to the listeners, I hope you all enjoyed this musical episode. And if you loved Fahmil's original music composition, don't hesitate to send in some lyrics. You may just be able to help create a next big hit. And don't forget to give our episode a whole bunch of likes, share it with all your friends and family, and please leave your comments all over our streaming platforms and of course our Instagram @Bollywood Talkies with an extra S because we are extra. I will see you guys with another episode really soon, so stay tuned and keep your notifications on. Until then, this is Minnie signing off. Namaste, goodbye, and thank you for listening to Bollywood Talkies.